beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to today's Pick a Card reading. We are going to be looking at the springtime blessing that is coming your way. And we're not just going to be looking at the blessing, we are also going to be looking at practical steps and things that you can do to stay in alignment with this blessing. So I have 4 different cards and 4 different crystals for you to choose from today. I'm going to give you a moment to review the cards, and then we will go over the crystals. So starting off with reading number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. If you need more time, you can pause the video, or you can go down to the description box and hit the reading selection timestamp. We are going to begin with reading number 1, but all 4 readings will be timestamped in the description box as well. And as always, if you're interested in learning the names of these decks, or if you would like to purchase your own, you can find links to all of the decks that I'm using in this video. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I will have my contact information below. And if you are interested in learning how to read tarot, then go ahead and check out the tarot course that I have put out on my channel. I released the first episode on Sunday, and I'm very excited to continue that journey with you guys. So with all of that being said, go ahead and find your timestamp for your reading, and I'll see you there. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and dive into what your springtime blessing is going to be. So you felt drawn to the aragonite crystal as well as wisdom, the bay leaves. And this is number 22. So 22 or 222 may be a confirmation number for you from your guides in order to really feel confident and grab a hold of some confirmation that you are nearing your desire, that you are nearing this blessing. So, this blessing is definitely going to teach you something. It's going to bring you into a new space. And with this being the fire element, specifically Leo, I do feel like this is really going to be about your heart center. This is something that you need to be able to trust. Yes, it is going to be something that you can grab a hold of and really, you know, shape and shift and mold, but I also feel like it's an experience. It's something for you to really expand into, and it's definitely coming from your heart center. So, this is about you really choosing this blessing. It's a choice for you to move towards it. And it's also a choice for you to really feed the fire that surrounds this desired blessing. So now let's go ahead and clarify some things with tarot. Okay. So, Spirit, for group number 1, what is this springtime blessing all about? Temperance. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this definitely feels like a blessing that is going to help you purify things. It's going to help you balance things and really bring the dark into the light and bring some light things into the dark to really experience more upliftment and encouragement from yourself. So again, this is feeling like a physical experience, especially with that confirmation of Ace of Pentacles, but it is a felt experience first. And I do feel like leading into it, it's really going to be important for you to heal yourself. There is a lot of healing energy and a lot of, tempering your experiences to get into the receiving mode. So I do feel like this is a seed that the universe is gladly handing over, but you have to do the emotional work in order to be able to really recognize it. And so without this this healing, without this spiritual experience or this felt experience, it would be lost on you. And it's funny that the 4 of cups is underneath this, because it does speak of, focusing heavily on one thing and totally missing out or not even recognizing the ultimate blessing. And so it is going to be important for you to really lean into your emotions in order to really fully recognize it and accept it. Okay, we've got the Fool, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So, this is a blessing that will take you into new spaces. I do feel like this is about you starting fresh. It's not so much about you being clueless about something or naive, as the Fool can often represent. I do feel like this is very spiritual, that you are going on a path that is really going to bring you into new comfortable spaces. Not comfortable as in your comfort zone, but comfortable like safety. I feel like you're moving into a more grounded space within yourself. And this blessing does feel like you are aligning with the right people, places, and things that really support those ventures. And so it is going to be, birthed from your ability to jump after it, from your ability to kind of make the decision and take charge and go towards the things that you want. I do feel like this blessing isn't just going to come to you out of nowhere. It's requiring a lot of prep work. This is requiring you to get to a space where you do feel courageous enough to make this leap of faith and to go towards the things that you want. It does feel like there is a bit of perfectionist attitudes about this, that you could get stuck in a very rigorous mindset that things have to be a certain way, or that you have to accomplish a certain amount of things before you can really embark or accept this opportunity or blessing. But that's simply not the case. I do feel like you can adjust and continue to make adjustments as you proceed forward, especially with this being such an emotional time. I feel like what you want and need at first is going to be drastically different from what you need and want towards the end of receiving this blessing. With the Queen of Swords being on the bottom of the deck, it feels like you are balancing both your masculine and feminine sides to really get into that space of feeling confident, feeling like you can both take action and you can receive, channeling both those divine energies so that you can really come from a very balanced space. Again, there's that balanced, tempered energy of having two equal things. And I do feel like with temperance symbolizing purification, that this is an opportunity for you to get clearer about the things that you want and to get clearer about your relationship with yourself. So, yeah, you're learning a lot. This is a lot of inner wisdom that's coming about. And I do feel like it's physical, this blessing, in a way of, the people and places and things that you align with changing as a reflection of you changing. But first and foremost, what I'm feeling is that this is a mental shift, it's an emotional shift. And that is what brings you into the space of it becoming something physical. So it's not like you're getting a large sum of money, it's not like you're getting um, a new career. It doesn't feel necessarily like that. It could birth into that, but for me, it's feeling through these cards and especially here that this is a growth opportunity. This is a blessing that is coming to you to teach you about yourself and about what is really authentic for you. And the beautiful thing about the Ace of Pentacles is that it is but a seed, and you get to choose how you want to nurture it. You get to choose how you want to bring it forth, especially with this beautiful Fool energy that I'm feeling of you starting fresh and just trusting that, you're going to land where you need to be. This is a beautiful card to receive in terms of your spiritualness, not so much in like the material world, but that isn't the case here. I feel like this is about you trusting your experiences, that infinite possibilities are available to you. So, overall, your blessing is realizing this mental and emotional shift. It's about leaning into it, it's about growing. And so, this springtime, focus your energy on yourself. Focus your energy on your own desires and the wisdom that comes from loving yourself enough to achieve those desires and loving yourself enough to receive those desires. Again, there's that masculine and feminine, the action oriented energy and the receiving energy. So, if you are able to balance those two, I do feel like this journey will be so incredibly rewarding and beneficial for you. So if you found this reading helpful, insightful, uplifting, or encouraging, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up, commenting, or subscribing to my video if you haven't already. And yeah, I loved giving this reading. I hope that all things are well for you and that you get everything that you want this springtime. Blessed be. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your springtime blessing is about. So, you felt drawn to the pyrite as well as this victory card, which I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but the nasturtium flower, nasturtium. Who knows? Maybe you do, but I don't. So we've got number 44. So that may be an angel number that comes for you as confirmation that you are on the right track towards this blessing. And we've also got an interesting combination of both fire energy as well as the air. So I do feel like this is a really nice combination of intense desire. And with the keyword being victory and this crown here, I just feel like this is you achieving your heart's desires. You're achieving the things that you have put a lot of effort and energy into. These are things that you really care about. And so this blessing is going to be meaningful to you. This is going to be something that is very much connected to you and something that you've probably been working on for a while. But let's go ahead and clarify with tarot. All right. For group number 2, Spirit, what is this blessing all about for them? You move everything into frame. Okay. So starting off, we have the Seven of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Now, this feels a little bit like, yes, it still feels kind of like you've been at this for a while. Maybe you've been in the planning stage, maybe it's something that you've already taken action towards. However it's presenting for you, I do feel like it still feels new to you, that there is this essence of excitement towards what you're achieving. And there is this feeling of like grabbing a hold of a new treasure and really getting to feel everything that comes with that experience, the victory of it, the pleasure of it, the excitement, the thrill, the thoughts of like long-term success and everything that really could develop for you. And so I do feel like this is a new adventure in terms of its physical form, but I do feel like it's been something that you've thought about and really planned for leading up to this point. It's just starting to physically manifest for you. Now, with the Seven of Cups here, I do feel that there is this message or tendency to really get into a negative mindset about things when things don't work out immediately. It does feel like there is a little bit of trial and error with what's going on, especially with these Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like there is almost this energy of like receiving and not it not being enough or it not being as big as you expected. And so you almost want to throw it away and do it again to get to the next stage. There can be a little bit of a greed energy, but I feel like it's coming from this place of wanting the most out of this prospect, the most out of this blessing. So it would be important for you to really recognize the things that you are achieving, whether they're big or small. They're both important. And it is okay for you to want to control the situation, but know where you need to stop that control and allow the universe to kind of take over. Whatever this blessing is, it needs its own freedom, it needs its own creativity. And for you to smother it with deep or intense expectations would kind of, you know, prevent it from blossoming in a really real and beautiful way. We also have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which makes me feel like you still may be a little bit in the planning stage, that yes, it has begun, but it's not a fully formed thing yet. And so the great thing about that is that there's still a lot of room for things to grow in a really beautiful and positive direction. So this is about improvement. This is about the universe giving you opportunities and blessings to really lean into a clear and concise desire. What you want is important and it definitely needs to be honored, but what you want may not be what's going to serve you long term. And so it's okay if you need to reevaluate. It's okay if what you have going on is not going to serve you the best and you just need to move into something a little bit more beneficial. I see. Okay. So the Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Strength is coming out with the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. So this is telling me that it has been a really rough ride. It's been really hard for you. It's taken a lot for you to get to this space where you are starting to open up to things. And so, of course, you don't want to settle. Of course, you don't want to sink back down into this struggle hole that you've been in. This has been hard times, and you are so valid for wanting that relief that comes with the Seven of Cups. You're so valid for wanting to control the situation so that it doesn't slip away from you. However, I am seeing that it's going to take some courage on your part to be to go after what you want, and also shift into what will make sense for you long term. The Ace of Swords is such a powerful energy to really channel, but if you're doing it with the idea that it needs to be done quickly, or that it needs to be done without consideration to what will work out long term, then it can be a little bit chaotic, and it won't give you the results that you're ultimately looking for here. It won't give you that feeling of victory. And I do love that we have two crowns coming out for you. There's even a crown in here, I think. But it's coming to you as a result of you being courageous to, or being brave enough to trust the universe. There is this deep level of trust that comes with the Strength card. And I do feel like this is about you moving out of those really hard times into something much more beneficial for you, but it's not something you can rush. And it's really important that you figure out what it is that's going to serve you on a deep emotional level, and not what's just going to get you out of this rut. What's going to be the next thing to fulfill you in the moment. Sure, you can look at this blessing and say, I just want temporary things. And, if that's what you want to choose, then that's a valid option. But the universe is saying, if you want something better, then release your control, learn to trust the universe a little bit more, stop fighting against, the changes that feel like they may be taking you towards somewhere that you don't want, and just trust that maybe it's just asking you to be brave. Maybe the universe is just asking you to open your mind a little bit more and trust the ideas that are coming to you. These things are going to build, and they will build on top of themselves, and then they will expand into something that can really last and persist throughout this experience. So, overall, your blessing is definitely some kind of project being developed. And I feel like in order to really lean into the most that you can get out of this blessing, the victory that you're really looking for, that feeling of absolute success and feeling connected to your successes, is going to come from your ability to choose to be brave, to choose to not choose the easiest option or the quickest option, but to choose the more long term successful option, to release your control and trust the universe. This blessing is definitely coming with some strings attached in the way of, you having to really choose the bigness of it, but it is so worth it if you do choose the long-term success. I do feel like this is setting you up for a lot of really beautiful achievements in your life, not just in this spring season, but throughout your life. So, if you found this reading helpful and insightful, uplifting, or encouraging, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up, or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If this is the pile that you chose, please let me know in the comments below. I always love to know who picked what pile. And yeah, I wish you all the best. I believe in you. I know that you can make the right choices for you if you give yourself the grace to make mistakes and the ability to trust the universe in the process. So blessed be. I'll see you at the next reading. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your springtime blessing is. So you felt drawn to this black kyanite as well as transition, the cauliflower, and your card is number 11. So 11 or 111 may be a angel number confirmation for you to look out for in confirmation that your blessing is coming your way. So this is a really nice energy of earth and water, with this being a Cancer sign. I feel like this is a little bit of a mysterious energy, but it has such a grounded aspect to it that I don't feel like it's mysterious in the way that you just don't get the whole picture and you just have to trust the universe to deliver it. It feels like it's grounded in what you've got going on, that there is a desire here that you have wished upon, like you're blowing out a candle for a wish to come true. And I just feel like there's so much intertwined into it. Like the mystery aspect of it is like, how will the universe deliver it? How will it come about? But the aspect of it being grounded is coming from, you know what it is. You know what this desire is, and you've thought about it for a while. It is grounded into your life, and it has fully blossomed into this really nice, hearty cauliflower. So let's go ahead and take a look with some tarot to see what clarity we can find on this blessing. So for group number 3, Spirit, what is this springtime blessing all about for them? Okay. So we have the King of Cups, or excuse me, the Knight of Cups, Two of Wands, and Judgment coming out with the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So I am feeling like, again, that really beautiful energy of, you don't have to worry. You don't have to consider all of the moving pieces that come with this blessing, because the universe is working it out for you. The universe is aligning the right circumstances at the right time and really taking care of the bigger picture and all of the little things that come along with that bigger picture. I do feel like there is a lot of emotion wrapped into this blessing. It's something or someone that you've really thought about for a long time, and it's something that you really desire. You have picked and really, sifted and sorted through the debris of your life to get this emotional connection and willingness to really act on what it's going to take to bring this to you. Now, with the Eight of Swords being on the bottom of the deck, I do kind of feel like there's still some hesitancy, or maybe just some disbelief that you have what it takes to navigate the next stage of your life that will bring this blessing to you. Um, or it could be past fears that really limit your ability to believe you are capable of bringing this blessing towards you, or even worthy of it. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming through. Two of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So in order to receive this blessing, I do feel like you're going to have to make the emotional journey. You are going to have to let go of something that you really put a lot into, whether it was emotional or energetic, or really just a mental thing that you planned for a long time. You put a lot into it. It does need to be let go of, and so you can make room for the thing. Wow, and the Ten of Swords. So that you can make room for the next stage of your life. It does feel like a significant ending with all of this being on the bottom of the deck. It feels like this may be a little bit heavy for you. It definitely could present itself that way. But know that if you are willing to make that journey, then you will be able to move into this next stage of your life. And with the keyword being transition, obviously, it speaks for itself, but this is all about you moving and transitioning into a better feeling, a better experience for yourself. And with the Two of Pentacles coming out, it does seem like you're going to be busy. You're going to have a lot to really navigate when you move into this next stage. And I feel like that may kind of put you off towards wanting to make this journey, but understand that this kind of busy isn't an overwhelmed busy. It's not a discouraged busy, it's a successful busy. It's you feeling like you are on top of the world, that you're navigating things, you're balancing your friends, you're balancing your work life, your love life. All of the things are coming into balance for you to navigate. And yes, it is a lot, but you are a master at this. You have gained the wisdom and the knowledge and the everything through this transition that you're going through to be able to be well equipped for this dance that you're doing. I want to pull a little bit more. And I do feel like this is definitely something that you're going to have to follow your intuition with. Yeah. Okay. So yours is the only deck so far. I mean, I still have one more to go, but yours is the only, or excuse me, not deck, reading that I've done so far where it's a person. It feels like a person, and not for all of you. Some people watching this reading, it could be something else, but I do feel like this is about you connecting with somebody. And I feel like this person, they do need, they need that space in your life to come to you, and that's not going to happen unless you make that decision to end what you've got going on. So if you're already in a relationship, this person is not going to come. If you're already engaged in a toxic cycle, this person is not going to come. Whatever you're feeling like is going to end in your life, it's time to let it go so that this person or this experience can really come to you in a significant way. It does feel like this beautiful choice to be with this person. It's not just you landing in their path and so it happens. It's you both choosing to bond and commit to one another in a significant way. The Queen of Swords is a very stubborn and precise energy, and so I do feel like this is a choice. This is a clear decision for you, and it's based off of you following your intuition and creating that emotional momentum towards your desires, towards the things that you've dreamt of. This person is meant for you. This person is here for you. And with the Sun card being on the bottom of the deck, it just feels like further confirmation that, this is a blessed moment for you. You have both Judgment and the Sun. It feels like the divines are kind of coming together to orchestrate this moment for you. And yes, you are the one that has to take the action and really feel your way through this experience. But the universe is doing everything to encourage this and really bless this union that is very possible for you. So it is going to be a lot. I do feel like the journey ahead is a pretty intense one. Most transitions are, but it'll be so worth it. And especially if you give your all to it, if you really invest your emotions into this next transition, the blessing, the person, the experience that's coming out of it this spring season for you is going to be incredible. I feel like this is a match made in heaven, literally. And so you can definitely count on this to be a beautiful experience. So if you found this reading helpful, insightful, uplifting, and encouraging, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card, and if you chose this reading, then please let me know in the comments. I always like to see who picked what pile, or who chose what pile. So I will see you next reading. I wish you all the best in finding this person and letting go of what no longer serves you. must be. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your springtime blessing is. So you felt drawn to the bismuth here, as well as this card, wholeness, which is black mulberry. And this number is, or this card's number is 33, which may be an angel number for you to look out for in confirmation that you are nearing your blessing. So we've got both water as well as air energy present in this card. And so I do feel like this is a really nice flowing energy. It's this feeling of connectedness. And I do feel like it's both freeing as well as forming. So water is really good at creating and really smoothing things out. And air is really good at getting you to where you want to be and really making things happen. So let's go ahead and clarify with tarot. I'm curious to see what all comes through for you in terms of this blessing. So for group number 4, Spirit, what can we learn about this springtime blessing for them? We'll start here. Ooh, very nice energy. So we have the Page of Cups, the Star, and Justice on the bottom of the deck. You are about to align with your life purpose. You are about to align with something that is so meaningful for you. And I don't want you to get too hung up on the life purpose thing. I do feel like for a great deal of you, yes, you do have a singular life purpose and it will be fulfilled. But for the majority of people, we have multiple purposes. And so it's important not to say, well, this is the end all be all and this is what I have to do. So with that being said, this little moment there, I want to bring your attention to the Page of Cups, because I feel like this is an emotional journey. This is you finally accepting, acknowledging, and really being willing to go after the emotional journey that you feel connected to. I feel like this is you getting some kind of blessing in the form of either a financial wave or some kind of permission or an emotional breakthrough that gives you permission and really sends you on your way towards adventuring and discovering your desires. And this is definitely something that you are emotionally connected to. It's definitely something that you daydream about, that you feel connected to. And again, there's that feeling of wholeness with that water energy. This is something that you care about. This is something that you really truly care about. And with the Star being present, I love to see this because this does speak of, feeling really connected to your life, feeling that energy of having things having things go your way. And especially with justice here, it seems like that there is this energy of things coming into balance for you, the wrongs being righted, and I don't think that's a word, but but the bad things going well, and the well things getting better. So I just feel like overall this is a feeling of wholeness. It's a feeling of improvement. It is a feeling of deep satisfaction and achievement and reward. So let's get some more clarity. Okay, Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Wow, with the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, major confirmation that what you want, what you have wanted is coming to you. This, again, this feeling of life purpose. This is something that is divinely planned for you. The wheel has turned in your favor, and a lot is going to be available to you, this energy of more than enough. And I do love that you have both the page as well as the queen. So it's both stages. This is something that, yes, you will initially have to begin from like a blank slate, or really just you're just this little guy that that invests in this emotionally, but eventually you become the owner of this energy. You are in charge. You understand it. You flow with it. You really feel connected to it. And it makes perfect sense for you. So, a lot of water energy in here. I feel like this is all about you diving into, no pun intended, or maybe intended, into the things that you desire. And this blessing is coming to you to remind you that you are worthy of these desires. You are worthy of having these things. You don't have to stand here and guard the things that are yours. It is a flowing state. It is a state of understanding that things are always in motion, and you get to adjust accordingly as these things present themselves to you. Okay. So, in terms of what action you can take, again, there is going to be that really emotional aspect. And with that, you do need to process your emotions, make sure you're showing up for yourself, creating a safe space for yourself. But beyond that, I do feel like this is about you going hastily towards the things that you want. It's okay to move quickly. You are being given permission to step out of the planning stage and into the action oriented stage. I feel like this is about you taking charge in your life and really claiming things as yours. You are moving in the right direction. And so this is a time for you to be clear about your ideas, be clear about your desires. If there's any tweaks or changes that you want to make them now. Allow yourself to dream big. There is nothing that is off limits to you that I'm seeing. I am seeing that right now, everything is available to you. And it's really about you picking and choosing what you really want for yourself moving forward. So I love this quick and emotional energy, because it's such a nice balance between, and again, we've got this water as well as air energy between flowing and moving quickly. There is this really nice achievable energy here that's not, up in the air, and it's not grounded at all. It doesn't make any sense. You don't know how you're going to do it. There's substance here. There is something for you to grab a hold of. And when you do, and it's probably going to come from an emotional space, when you do grab a hold of it, you will be fully supported. You will be fully led into the next stage of your life, and it will really be a dream come true. It will really be an emotionally healing wish come true moment. So wow, I love this. Out of all the readings, this was the most intense in terms of like good news, but I feel like this is just so perfect for you, and I love this energy for you. And I'm excited for you. So, if you found this reading helpful, uplifting, exciting, and encouraging, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading, and if you picked this pile, then please let me know in the comments below. I love to hear who picked what pile and what you thought and what you resonated with. So, yeah, I will see you at the next reading. I wish you all the best in obtaining this blessing. I think it's going to go beautifully for you, and you are so worthy of it. Must be.